today I want you to pretend that I'm an employer and I'm hiring you to do a job, okay? The job that I want you to do is plan for multiple gardens, okay? If you look at this picture here, we have a garden that's size 1, or length 1, or width 1, whatever you want. Here we have a garden that is size and length 2, because it goes 2 across. Here's size 3, okay? The garden is the part of the picture that is dotted. That's the garden. But what I want you to plan for is what goes around the garden, okay? Because these aren't just gardens that you plow up in your yard. They're gardens that are going to be used for planters, and we have to have a border around them. The border is the tiles, and that's why we have a T here. That's for T for tiles, G for garden, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to try and figure out how many tiles you have to have for a garden of N size, or T size. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to work through this plan. We're going to try and solve these 3, and then we're going to try to figure out how we can write an equation that will work for any size garden. Okay, that's our goal, so that when we go out to the job site, we can say, well, how big's your garden? And they can tell you, then you know immediately how many tiles you have to put around it. Okay. Okay, good. What about 1 tile? You could clearly count the garden, and you counted how many? 8 tiles going around, Hank? Okay. Then with 2, how many tiles?
12.
12. Does everybody agree? With Hank? 12. Okay. The garden with the size of 3. 16. Tim says 16. Everybody agree with Tim?
Yeah.
Okay. Garden with the size of 4.
20.
20. I'm going to ask you a question. Can you tell me right now how many tiles we have to put around a garden size of 10? Now don't draw it yet. Don't draw it. Don't keep going. I just want to know if you can tell me a size of 10.
48.
You think? Okay. That might be a good guess. What about a garden the size of 100? Don't know? Well, that's what I want us to figure out. I want us to know, be able to tell right now, how if I had a garden with size of 125 across and up, I want to know how many tiles have to go around it. And there's a way to figure that out. And that's what I want you to do. Okay? Because you guys are the landscape engineers. What's that?
So I can try and guess.
Well, I don't want you to guess. I want you to know without a doubt, if I had a 125 square garden, square tile garden, I want to know how many are going to go around it exactly. Okay? And I'm going to give you some time to work on that together. And what you need to do is figure out an equation, a number sentence, that's going to let you know that. So how many, if we're talking about tiles going around, what do you think might be a good thing to use for a variable? T? Somebody said T, I think. Okay, T might be good. Or you could use G or N or whatever you wanted to use. But we're talking about the tiles going around. So T might be a good variable to use. We're going to have numbers in there too, right? We're going to have to figure out an equation that will work for any. So you already have some. You have the 0, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if you write a number sentence that will work for all of those, it's probably going to work for most others, right? So why don't you try and work within your group. You can pair up or you can work by yourself, whatever you want to do, and see if you can write a number sentence or an equation that's going to give us those answers in that graph, which will also tell us how many tiles we have to have for any size garden. Okay? Can you do that? Okay, so that number sentence. It's not going to work. You know what I mean? You got it. You remember, I told you there's like 8, 9 different solutions. Do you think you have one that'll work for every situation?
I'm sure.
Okay. So what do you have?
I mean, if they can
G
sort of work around his
times 4 plus 4. Every time it works. If you put in G, so G is this. Okay, so if you put in 6 times 4, you get 24. And 4. That must work. What if you put in 2? Would it work there?
Yep. 2 times 4 plus 4.
Okay. Now can you guys explain why that'll work? Would by using a picture you can explain why it'll work? Okay.
This times 4 and then plus the 4.
Awesome. Awesome.
G times 4 plus 4 equals
G times 4 plus 4 equals T, or the number of tiles, right? Okay. You worked it out, checked it, and it works for all of these, and you're pretty sure it'll work for everything. Now, Holly, without coming up here, because I can't videotape you, I need you to explain to me how you and Daisy came up with that. You figured it out by looking at the picture, right? Which picture did you use? This one, or it doesn't matter?
I used the one with the 3.
You used the one with the 3?
Yeah.
But do you think it would matter which picture we use?
Yeah.
Probably not. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and show what you're talking about with this one. Okay, so G means what?
Garden.
Garden size. So in this case, it's
3.
3. All right, so if we put 3 in for G, we're going to get that times 4 plus 4. All right, now where did this times 4 come from?
Because there's 4 sides of the square, so there's 3 up on top, and then 3 on the sides, and then 3 on the top.
Okay, so you're saying 3 times here. This is where you got the 3 from, the size of the garden, and we're going to multiply it by 4 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then your plus 4 came from where?
The corners.
The corners, because we left these out. So if we add these in, this becomes our plus 4. That's very good. Okay, and that's exactly what you guys did, and that's exactly what you guys did. Okay, you might have wrote it a little differently. I think you wrote it differently, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, how did you write it?
4 times G plus 4.
Okay, let me write that somewhere where you can see it here. 4 times G plus 4. Okay, this is the same as this. Why? Anybody know why 4G plus 4 is the same as G4 plus 4?
Because anything like times doesn't matter if it's flipped.
Exactly. When you multiply, you can reverse the numbers. It doesn't matter which one comes first. Very good. Setup on my calculator similar to the one you guys have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So first of all, if you turn it on. All right. Now you want to graph something. You hit that button at the top. Says that button has that y equals. Okay. Now, what was your equation again? 4
Times G.
times G.
Yeah.
But we're not going to use G. Well, you can if you want, but let's just go ahead and use X. So you hit the green button, and then the X. 4 times X. And then what? After that? Plus what? 4. Okay. Alright. Now we all have that written in there, but that really doesn't tell us anything about what it's going to look like on a graph. So once you have that written in there, if you hit the button that says graph, and give it a second, and it's going to graph a line for us.